Dennis here, and today I'm going to show you how people like Bach, Mozart connected the dots, basically connected the chords. One big mistake among the composers, and especially guitarists these days, everybody thinks that you have to play chords, for example, and so on and so forth. That's a mistake because it doesn't create your tonality, it doesn't create melodies, it doesn't create movements, it doesn't create anything, it's just chords. Chords are meant to guide you through harmony, not to be played really. You can make it as an accompaniment, but not as a voice lead per se. And I understand a lot of arguments about it now. It's quite controversial what I say, but actually I'll show you an example. An example is going to be Bach, and everybody knows Bach, A and G, right? And so on and so forth, right? So it actually, I played it in D, but I can do it in G. And if you think of the harmony, what he does in the bass, it's very close, right? Things like that, right? So if it's in G, so how come it has all these movements, right? All of that stuff, and I'll show you. Basically, the idea is creating chord tones and voice lead between them. For example, if you go from G to E, G to E, you go through the dominant, which is a B, right? Or. And back to this one. So it'll sound like this, right? Right? So I'll show you an example how I think about it. So for example, how would you go from B minor to A minor? Right? Well, naturally through the dominant. Right? So you'll go. Right? Or you can go like this. Basically creating a dominant to a dominant, 5 to 5 effect. Right? And this is how you do it. Basically, you have the minor chord, all chord tones. And you can go forever like this. What I'm doing here, I'm connecting the dominants through very small movements of third notes. For example, if we go from D to E, so all I do, and then I go to the B dominant to the E, but instead of having the root, I'm connecting very small amounts of it. And so on and so forth, right? And then the melodies will work as well. For example, if you go, let's say, from A to the D. So instead of playing like this, right? Let's say from C. Right? It'll sound like this. Right? Again. And then you can, right? So that's how you go to the minor. And this is how the chords are used. So the chords are never meant to be played per se, but to guide you through harmony. And that's very important. And that's how the music works, including blues. It's the same thing. All I did is I made the usage of chord tones, of the dominants, right? It's the same thing. do some jazzy stuff, obviously I'll use the 2, the 4, and the 6, right? Right, that's a little bit more jazz. I'll use these kind of chords in between, right? So this is in a nutshell how to approach your soloing, you know, and you'll be much, much better player and the composer overall, because you'll understand that it's not about licks per se, but creating a melody. Always end up on where we started, going forever, right? Obviously it has to do with melodies and rhythm and some kind of motifs, but I hope this will help you guys, all right? Happy Sunday to you.